Hey guys, Jacqueline Fernandez here at the Alert Center. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. We are chatting extensively about storm coverage updates. Many of you, unfortunately, throughout the metro still without power today. And we'll take a look at those numbers in a second. But I just want to let you know that at 2:30 today, Omaha Mayor Jean Stothert is going to kind of give us an update about power outages, about, I think OPPD will be there and Cox Communications will be there as well, just to kind of take a look at last Wednesday's storm and the progress that we've made throughout our communities so far. So that's what's happening at 2:30. In the interim, I just kind of wanted to take a look back at all of that, what's become historic storm damage in our area. So let's take a look at this video. These are viewer photos and viewer video that were submitted to us online on our website, wwt.com. So I'm just going to kind of head over and just kind of show you. Look at this. This was video from 84th and Giles in La Vista when this happened. Strong winds toppling the trees here in this viewer video. Just unbelievable video sent into our newsroom. You can just see the extent of the damage there for this one neighborhood. I mean, there's gray storms out there, a lot of wind. Some of those trees just, not really making it. So that's something that I just kind of wanted to show you. That was from our broadcast that past Wednesday with Aaron and John kind of taking the lead on that and making sure that everyone kind of stayed updated with what was happening with those storms. Some other video of note that I can show you just from that extensive damage. We'll take a look back. This is video of near 90th and Maple. This is, what used to be the West Side Ace Hardware, right? So you see that sign right there. But guess what? When you pull in, just awful, just destruction. You see people kind of walking around and surveying the damage. Not a lot of fun there. And then this video, I'm going to pause this for you so we can kind of really take a look. This is a video of a tree down near 180th and F, just uprooted from its foundation. This is something that we've seen a lot throughout the area. A lot of homeowners kind of still working on this. Last week we spoke with a homeowner's insurance broker who kind of gave us some tips, and I spoke with additional homeowner insurance companies as well in the area. I guess the biggest takeaway from that, if you're just following us now, is know your policy. Know what's covered, know what's not covered, know when you're signing on the dotted line. This is what would be right for you. So you can just see uprooted tree here. I'll play out this video. There's where it came from. Yeah, just a lot of damage and uprooted trees like this one. Again, pausing that video. There's still uprooted trees covering streets, blocking off streets rather throughout the Omaha area. There's one with power lines that's across the street from my apartment, and so their crews are doing as best as they can to kind of get to these different areas. But a good safety reminder, we don't really think about it when we notice all this fallen debris and trees in our yard, but if a tree has fallen over a power line, if you see a power line, always assume that line is live, right? You don't want to tackle cutting parts down of a fallen tree. It's just not worth it without the help from professionals. So if you kind of take a look at your screen here, I mean, this is brush you can easily kind of pick up, and maybe your neighbors will help you in true Midwest fashion, but something like this you just don't really want to mess with. I don't see any downed power lines in this video, but they are throughout the metro, and I have seen several just driving around over the weekend and running errands and so forth. So pack your patience. I do know that some of the electricity isn't restored everywhere, right? So that's something that we're going to hear from the mayor at 2:30 this afternoon with a live update for us there, just kind of figure out where we are with all of this. As we take a look at our power outage map, I'm going to refresh this for you, but you can see right here the totals on the right hand side of your screen. So currently more than 23,000 customers are without power, a majority of those in Douglas County, followed by Sarpy County, and then third on the list looks like Saunders. So we can kind of just like zoom in and you can just see the areas that are super affected in here. Right in the middle. So Ralston area, La Vista, Papillion. I do have a friend who lives in Papillion, and he said that his power finally came back on over the weekend. So that is great news there. Again, about 23,000 people still without power, so pack your patience if you can. One thing that I did kind of want to take note of and just kind of give you a better idea about, we did receive a news release today from the Salvation Army. So they do have some cooling sites that they're opening today. So that's a major thing. I know that I was blessed to have full electricity, and I had some friends come over and do their laundry and take showers and that kind of thing. So that was really nice to be able to help the people closest to me. But if you don't have that option necessarily, if all your friends are without a power, what are you going to do, right? So the Salvation Army opening multiple cooling centers in Omaha today to help people with the heat. They say dealing with power outages, resulting in air conditioning outages. So these centers offer that air-conditioned space that you're going to need, right? So they offer air conditioning and water, just a place to kind of put your feet up and gather yourself during these hot temperatures. The good thing, though, I did hear our meteorologist Jarrett Lansford say that it's going to cool out down there this evening, so that is a good point. We'll get some relief from the heat there. The cooling centers, North Core location, 2424 Pratt Street. So they opened at 8:30 in the morning. It's a little after noon now, and they'll be open tonight until 4 p.m. Also, the Kroc Center in Omaha at 2825 Y Street. They opened at 7 o'clock in the morning, and they'll be open a little later than the North Core location if you want to go there and maybe drive, and you just need a couple hours of extra AC, some relief from that heat. So that is an option there for you as well. Before we go, though, I just kind of want to take you to our website. That's WOWT.com. So this is where you can go for all the latest information. I know our digital team has been working hard to give you all the updates with what is happening. So I'll just refresh this grid. We have our breaking live stinger here. Omaha Maps curbside debris pickup progress. So that's really important, right? I mean, again, we want to know what areas we can actually go to start that recycling and whatnot. We have a story on our website, another one about restaurants working to reopen after losing most of their food. I just saw Brian Mastery on our screen here, and I know our Laura Samble did a story on that as well. So generators coming in handy, but still those business owners hoping for a quick break here. So again, if you are just joining us, we're chatting about just the storm update, storm recovery. It was last Wednesday that this happened, and still thousands of people without power, upwards of 20,000, a majority in Douglas County. And then let me take a look at our power outage map here so I get these statistics correct. Second in line, a little over 3,000 in Sarpy County, and then third in line as far as power outages in Saunders. So this is something that Omaha Mayor Jean Stothert is going to address this afternoon live at 2:30. We'll be sure to have all of this live broadcast to you on our website, WOWT.com. In the interim, let's take a look outside here. So this is a look at our Blackstone camera. Looks kind of hazy out there today. Another day we'll be slogging through, unfortunately, but as I mentioned, hopefully that cool down is coming tonight, so that's something to look forward to, especially if you're without power, right? So hang in there. Here's a live look at our First National camera, live look at the Missouri River. So it seems to be flowing smoothly. No fires to put out, literally or metaphorically there, so that's good. And then we'll cut over to our 90th and Dodge camera. Just kind of taking a look at the traffic there, and I like this shot because you can see the flags. So it is a bit windy out there, but it doesn't seem to be too bad. But if you're like me, I always appreciate the wind, because even if it's a hot breeze, I'll take that over just, that muggy, awful, wet, sticky feeling that we get. So in the meantime, again, stay tuned for that live press conference with Omaha Mayor Jean Stothert. She's going to give us an update. I'm told OPPD crews will be there, and Cox Communications will be there as well. So we're all just kind of waiting and packing our patience for that electricity to come back on, hopefully sooner than later. So our thoughts are with you for sure if you're still struggling with that. Again, there are cooling centers out there with the Salvation Army. They have a couple spots that I mentioned. One of those spots closes at 4, the other one at 7 p.m. tonight. And then we'll just kind of have to see day by day if those cooling centers will remain open for the remainder of the week or what that would look like. But in the meantime, thank you so much for joining me at the Alert Center. I'm Jacqueline Fernandez, and we'll see you live on our broadcast this evening.